Are you addicted to hot yandere sadists? Well, this one's a spicy doctor with a god complex that rivals Light Yagami. She loves to play, but gets a little too rough. Maybe you're more into the genuine ambiguous e-girl, who sometimes is a goth icon, but other times looks like Lelouch from Code Geass, if he was even more of a fanboy than usual. If dark anime is more your vibe, this series sports a notorious serial killer named Cutthroat, who becomes infatuated with an innocent little girl. He loves to lick her face like the last lick at the center of a Tootsie Pop. Did I mention he's one of the good guys? Akadama Drive is a modern classic with euphorically orgasmic visuals and mind-blowing fight scenes. This show hits the sweet spot between Psychopaths and Danganronpa, but has a scintillating jazzy soundtrack reminiscent of Cowboy Bebop. Akadama Drive tells a story and it does it well. I'm honestly flabbergasted at the amount of world building, character development, and drama they was able to pack into 12 episodes. There was multiple storylines happening simultaneously, but they still managed to wrap everything up perfectly like a billionaire on a one-night stand. Okay, the opening is a banger. Don't lie, I know you was wondering. You know that feeling like when you're watching an anime movie, but it kind of just feels like an OVA? This is the exact opposite of that. Each episode feels like a cinematic experience that progressively gets better, almost poetically. The 6th installment is a personal favorite and a new contender for my favorite anime episode. The story takes place in a dystopian future ruled by a government entity. They have the power to brand extreme criminals Akudama. The more years the Akudama have, the more deadly they are. These criminals are often freelance bounty hunters and criminals for hire for anonymous clients in the underworld. With the series' main writer being well known for extremely dark and witty writing, this might be his maximum opus. The story follows 6 Akudama who all specialize in a specific skill. These elite super criminals get finessed in their crossing path when a large reward is offered to free the deadliest man alive, the super savage named Cutthroat, who is awaiting execution. The ambitious murderer has an affinity for blood and has acquired 999 kills. One of the crew is really an ordinary non-Akudama girl, codenamed Swindler. She gets entangled into the assassination royale after attempting to return some of the money. She's seen that Sasuke's Akudama drop. She finds herself in danger after they decided to kill her as a potential witness. She cleverly convinces him that she is, quote, Swindler, a legendary con man, which does save her, but creates a hilarious, chaotic counter theme. Although her genuine kindness and sweet aura allows her to garner allies throughout their adventure, her sympathetic nature is perceived by some as a genius level emotional manipulation by the master swindler herself. This creates more enemies as some perceive her real personality as a ruse. The begruntled assassins agree to work together, although technically they didn't have a choice, when it's revealed that the real mission is just the beginning, and this breakout was just a test. The mastermind behind it all, a talking cat. No really, but I promise it makes sense. After accepting the dangerous but profitable mission, you meet the Akudama's lightsaber wielding enemies, an extreme faction of the police known as executioners. Did I mention they have lightsabers? They have the authority to execute Akudamas on site. No judge, no jury, or jingle bells. They just slam like Santa. Most of them are pretty hateable, I'm not gonna lie. The main guy is a freaking goon, and I thoroughly enjoyed his fight. I'm telling you, each character in this show is intrinsically complex. By the end of it, you won't know who's good and who's bad. You'll be looking at yourself in the mirror like, am I Akudama? If you're an action junkie like me, a personal highlight is Brawler, a hand-throwing battle freak dreadhead. He is like some kind of dripped out unholy fusion of Wolverine and Baki, but I still love him. The remaining Akudama are all just as impressive. God level hacker, who is giving me some real Kolyoko vibe. A low level hoodlum. He dresses like off-brand Elvis, but has moments of clarity. And the hot Yandere Doctor, and the jack of all trades carrier. He can do pretty much anything, including skateboard his bike on the side of skyscraper. Akudama Drive does this unique thing where it feels nostalgic but brand new at the same time. The beautiful cyberpunk city luminescently lights up your screen, leaving you in awe but never leans too much on pretty aesthetics alone, but instead punches you right in the mouth with an interesting plot. The show is both dubbed and subbed, so pick your poison.